Going on, everyone, Israel back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about this new baseball league. Now, you guys probably heard a bit about this one before. It is the Baseball United League. They just did their All-Star Game showcase, which was a lot of fun to watch. We're going to be kind of going over everything about this league because I haven't done a video on it yet, and it's a pretty interesting league in general, and I really like it a lot. So how this league works is it's pretty much a league in the Middle East. There's a team in Dubai and a team in Abu Dhabi in the UAE, and then there's a team in India and a team in Pakistan. So it's made up of 4 teams in the Middle East. They recently just had their draft, which was really interesting to watch. It went through 80 picks, 10 rounds, and there's a ton of guys that got picked. A lot of interesting players and prospects as well. And a lot of guys that we could see get signed in other leagues, which would be pretty interesting overall. And it's one of those winter leagues where I think there's a lot of high potential compared to like the Dominican League or like the Venezuelan League, to be honest, or even the Mexican League. Or there seems to be a lot of upside here, you know, at looking at actually good talent. And I think like they have a lot of guys from Japan, the KBO. There's a lot of guys, you know, from Africa as well in this tournament. And there's obviously some MLB players which we all know and love, like didi, gregorius, Pablo, Sandoval, Robinson, Cano, Bartolo, Colon. Andrelton, Simmons is in here as well. So it's a very interesting league overall, and I think it's really sick. And I think the reason it's getting a lot of attention is because there's a lot of former MLB players that are investors into this league and the teams, which is pretty cool to see as well. I think that's really cool to see, trying to grow the game as best as possible. So it just makes it even better to watch, I think, in my opinion. And there's already, even during the showcase, it was very fun to watch. We're going to get into that in just a little bit. So they've talked about this for a little bit. I remember it was talked about in 2021 and 2022, and now it's officially a thing in 2023. So really cool overall. So they haven't really said anything about their league schedule or anything like that, or even if they're going to play this year. I heard some rumors that they might not even have a season this year. This All-Star thing was the only thing that they're going to do. So it's pretty interesting overall. I don't know what they're planning on doing for the next couple of years or the schedule or something like that. But yeah, that's kind of all we know is just this showcase, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, so this showcase was very cool. Pretty much the best players from all 4 teams were pretty much playing in this one. And the first game went pretty well. I mean, I know Bartolo Colon pitched pretty well. I think he went 3 innings, gave up 2 runs. So for 50 years old, he was still throwing about 81, which is still pretty impressive for him across the board. And it was very fun to watch just in general because everyone was mic'd up. It was really cool. It felt like a spring training kind of, you know, I guess it felt like spring training a little bit, where everyone was mic'd up, everyone's making jokes, everyone's just trying to have a good time. And it's pretty cool because like the games don't really matter right now because it's just, you know, you're just having fun, right? A little all-star game showcase. So you're just kind of having fun meeting everyone. And it was cool to see all the talent from across the world play, you know, together with some of the former MLB guys. Like, you know, Bartolo was kind of funny. Robinson Cano was kind of funny. I mean, even some of the guys I didn't know, which I'm learning about, were still pretty cool to watch and really funny in general when they were playing in the field. So across the board, the showcase was pretty positively done. They pretty much play in cricket like stadiums, and they pretty much just form it to an MLB. So I think it was 315 down the line, and it was 400 to center field. So it was a pretty good sized ballpark in my opinion that they were able to work with. So a lot of interesting new things. Obviously the interesting thing in game 2 was Pablo Sandoval hit a home run, but they have this new rule called money ball. So there's this golden baseball that gets used once a game, and it's pretty much you get to use it once an at bat, and it pretty much doubles the runs you score. So Pablo Sandoval hit a 3-run home run with the money ball, so it was 6-run home run. First time in baseball history there was a 6-run home run hit in a Baseball United. So pretty interesting across the board. I know a lot of people had their thoughts about that on the line, but I thought it was cool to see, in my opinion. I think it's, you know, an interesting rule that they've implemented because you can only use it 1 time per game, and it's only 1 AB. And if you walk the guy or intentionally walk him, it goes to the next at bat. So you pretty much have to have a ball in play or you have to get an out with it. So a little interesting rule right there. I actually do kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. If I ever put that in MLB, everyone would be pissed, which I would probably agree with. But I think having it in these kind of winter leagues and having fun with it is kind of the right way to do it, I think, in my opinion. That game 2 ended 9-5, so that money ball definitely came in handy. You know, if it was a normal 3-run home run, it would have been much closer, we'll say that. You know, the East was able to win that one. So very interesting rule across the board. I definitely thought it was pretty entertaining to watch, and it definitely got a lot of media coverage, which I think is what they're kind of looking for. So I really like this league. I think it's going to be very interesting watching into the season, because right now for baseball, it's just the Dominican League, you have the Venezuelan League, you have I think it's a little bit winter league in the Mexican one. There's playing some games over there in the Mexican League. You have the Australian Baseball League, which is very exciting to watch. That's one of my favorite ones to watch. And now we have Baseball United. So it's between this and I think the Australian Baseball League for me, because a lot of those players in the Australian Baseball League are very fun to watch. That's why Team Australia is really good in that World Baseball Classic, just because they're able to absolutely dominate like that, you know, with all that talent that no one really knows about. Only a couple of those guys have played in the minors, so that's why they're able to, be so good. And now Baseball United, it's very interesting. I mean, there were now not a lot of fast throwers that I saw watching. I don't think anyone got really above like 95, to be honest. So, it's definitely one of those leagues to look out for and see what talent they're going to bring up and kind of have. This is a great opportunity if you're a young prospect to try to hop in here and try to get your name known. Like I said, there's a couple guys from Africa in here, so that's really cool to see across the board that they get kind of their first shot at, live television pro baseball, which is pretty sick in my opinion. And like I said, all the talent was from all over the world, the KBO, the Japanese leagues, Africa, former MLB players, former minor league players are also playing in this. So a lot of talent in general that is going to be playing in this league. And it's very exciting. The best way to stay up to date with them is go on their website, just Baseball United, or go on their Twitter or Instagram page, because that's where you kind of find out all the news about this league. And it's going to be very interesting to watch. And they're definitely going to announce, I think, the schedule soon heading up. So should be very exciting. But if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Check out the league. I think it's a very cool idea. Go check out that 6-run home run thing. Pretty insane across the board. It should be very entertaining to watch. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.